Good morning. My name is Nick Baykaa-Murray and I'm the Deputy Head Teacher of Almondsbury Church of England Primary School, and I would like to present to you our Farmington Institute project for 2020. So our question is, how can schools effectively develop the character of children in order to improve their mental health and well-being by using Heartsmart? So the context of the project. In response to staff concerns over the increasing number of children in our school who are displaying behaviours that indicate high levels of stress and anxiety, the head teacher sent two colleagues, Alison Long and Kate North, to attend a course run by South Gloucestershire Mental Health and Wellbeing Advocate. One of the purposes of the course was for us to prepare and offer a workshop to parents who were concerned about their children's well-being. It was one of the most successfully attended parental evening events that the school had organised, and it was clear from the participation and feedback that we needed to find ways to help our children build character and resilience in order to develop good mental health and well-being. We wanted to find a way of delivering a PSHE scheme of work that would fit well with our strong Christian ethos. During the same time period, I was a part of a group of seconded teachers from across the country, contributing to the Church of England Foundation for Educational Leadership. This is where I was introduced to Heartsmart and how it had been developed as a new PSHE scheme specifically for Church of England schools, as well as non-church school content. In June 2019, our school took part in Heartsmart training so that we were ready to introduce it to the whole school in September. At this time, I was informed of the Farmington scholarship from Andy Wolfe, the Deputy Chief Education Officer, Leadership Development at the Church of England Education Office. And given the contact details of Charles Applegate, head teacher of St. Mark's School in Hampshire, who had successfully introduced Heartsmart to his school. From here, it was suggested we could support each other through the Farmington Scholarship to further develop Heartsmart in our schools by sharing some of the current issues around the well-being of our children and our desire to support and equip them to combat the pressures that they were under. St. Mark's would mentor and support Almondsbury in their introduction and implementation of Heartsmart, and St. Mark's would further develop their work through creating and providing parental workshops based on the Heartsmart High Five principles. So the aims of our project then was to effectively develop the character of children to improve their mental health and well-being within a Christian context. We introduced Heartsmart in the following way and wanted it to produce and continue through the year as follows. So training of all staff, whole staff implementation from September 2019, ask colleagues to complete a basic questionnaire on the mental well-being of their children at the beginning and the end of the year, use the Heartsmart lessons and assemblies across the whole school, set up a Year 4 focus group of 5 children, monitor the impact of Heartsmart through the focus children through Heartsmart journals and conferencing, and then collate the data to assess the impact. But why Heartsmart? On October the 1st, 2019, Alison had a video interview with Dave Hill, the founder of Heartsmart, to find out more about the principles of his vision for Heartsmart. His background in children's TV and Christian family ministry had inspired him to create Heartsmart, a multi-platform resource to enable schools to create a growth mind culture, thus enabling children to develop their character and resilience. Heartsmart provided a scheme specifically for Church of England schools and with an overtly Christian basis. This fitted what we were looking for at Almondsbury. And after deciding to share our Farmington scholarship with St. Mark's, Alison visited the school on the 3rd of October 2019 to see Heartsmart in action and talk with Charles Applegate and Debbie Spears, teacher involved in the implementation and organisation of Heartsmart at St Mark's. Alison observed assemblies in Year 2 and Year 5 and did some pupil conferencing with Year 2, 4 and 5 to witness firsthand the impact of Heartsmart. As our supporting school, Debbie shared planning and evaluation ideas. Alison came back enthused and doubly sure that Heartsmart was a great resource to implement at Almondsbury. So the implementation at Almondsbury. In September 2019, the Launch Heartsmart Assembly included a visit from Pete from Heartsmart headquarters with Boris the robot. It was very well received by the children, and the staff and the children were excited to find out more about Heartsmart, particularly the character of Boris. Heartsmart High Five posters were displayed in every classroom and around the school. Boris books were purchased for every classroom and the library. Whole school questionnaires were given to staff, and they were asked to complete the questionnaires to establish a baseline for the mental health and well-being of the children based on the Heartsmart High Five principles. To monitor the impact of Heartsmart, a focus group was brought about, a diverse group of 5 children from Year 4, and they were chosen to provide a more in-depth study of the effects of Heartsmart. They filled in 2 child-friendly questionnaires to measure their well-being. The SDQ, Strengths and Difficulties Questionnaire by Robert Goodman, 2005, and the Sterling Children's Wellbeing Scale. Heartsmart journals were begun by the focus groups, and they were encouraged to record their responses to the Heartsmart assemblies. Weekly class assemblies on Tuesdays and Wednesdays were established as a way to ensure all the staff were able to deliver the Heartsmart material. Heartsmart principles were embedded into the termly Christian and British values timetable for the school. The current Heartsmart principle was included in the weekly school newsletter to parents. Heartsmart key stage assemblies were delivered, and Heartsmart was added to the school's website. The lunch break supervisors were trained to use the Heartsmart High Five with children at lunchtimes to ensure consistency in all areas of school life. And then visits were made to St Mark's on Friday the 13th of March 2020 to observe the child and parent workshops with Year 4 children from St Mark's. To date, the monitoring and the results have been as follows. The focus group questionnaires and staff questionnaires at the start of the academic year revealed the level of mental well-being and health of our children. After the introduction of our first Boris assembly with Heartsmart, here are some comments from the children after the introductory assembly. Boris taught me that I'm a treasure, I'm not trash. I learnt to let love in and not keep it to yourself. Don't listen to the scrap man, listen to the nice kids. I'm a treasure, not trash, and it doesn't matter what you look like. Share love and say nice things about people. Boris is made from trash, but it doesn't mean he's trash. He has a heart full of wondrous things. I learnt to not hold all the love to myself. Our staff meeting on the 8th of January 2020 was very positive, and feedback from staff was also positive. Journals from the Year 4 children had lots of quotes from their responses to the assemblies and to the lessons. The pupil conferencing revealed some very interesting quotes as well. Your heart can be very powerful. It teaches you to love others as well as yourself. I like how I'm clever and kind. I never give up and work my hardest at school. I like that I'm different from anyone else and I don't follow what anyone else does. You learn to love yourself, and that helps you learn to love others. It's about controlling our emotions and feelings. These are all comments from Year 4 children. I asked the children also, when do you actually use Heartsmart out of school? Here are some responses. Even though my sister gets angry at me, I tell her I love her. And my brother thinks he's hard done by. And I say to him, be Heartsmart. Everyone loves you just the way you are. Unfortunately, school went into lockdown towards the end of March 2020, and the following things that we had planned haven't been able to undertake. So, unable to do a Heartsmart Arts Week, or to complete and analyse the questionnaires, and unable to complete a whole year of teaching Heartsmart, and we have been unable to present our findings to the school community. But every cloud has a silver lining, and our future plans are that no matter what, when we resume school fully, we'll continue the project. During lockdown, we have also continued to use our Heartsmart material, and it's been more apparent to ensure the mental health and well-being of our children during this time. We've continued to deliver Heartsmart over Zoom class catch-ups and through our key phase assemblies. We intend to also develop this further by introducing parental workshops in our second year when it successfully has come to an end. Thank you very much for listening.